Now, if you happen to observe someone being officially oppressed by a law enforcement agency, or there's something corrupt or something going on, use your cell phone and record that. Be stealth about it. Don't announce what you're doing. Don't allow your emotions to get involved. I want to talk about something this week, and it's about being strategic. Being strategic with your power. Yes, you have a lot of power, a lot of authority, and a lot of influence. And why do I say that? I say that because this cell phone that everyone has in their hands, it is so vital that we use it, and we use it strategically. What do I mean when I say that? Now, if you happen to observe someone being officially oppressed by a law enforcement agency, or there's something corrupt or something going on, use your cell phone and record that. Be stealth about it. Don't announce what you're doing. Don't allow your emotions to get involved. Because look, the first thing that law enforcement wants to do is to escalate the situation so that they can use that against you. So if you are recording an incident, don't tell them. You don't have any obligation to tell them that you are recording them. If you can insert yourself without physically inserting yourself into the situation, do that. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you've got a cell phone and you're recording an incident that's taking place, do it from a place that you're not noticed, okay? Your authority is such that it doesn't have to have permission to exist. Look, I want to tell you a story of a situation that I was in. When we talk about authority doesn't argue with anyone, let me give you a perfect example. I worked for a company, and the field that I'm in, I've been doing it for the last 20 years. I work in crisis management, emergency response, security, travel security, all of those things, okay? But in this particular situation, I worked for a company who was owned by another parent company who, and I'll just say that they live in a very powerful and wealthy region of the world, okay? The CEO of our company was in a board meeting with the parent company, the folks I'm talking about from that region. And they had a disagreement on how they were going to move forward, whether it was to purchase another company or to go into a different field of business, mergers and acquisitions and all that good stuff, right? The CEO basically asserted himself and pounded his fist on the table, and he was going to exercise his authority and make his decision be known for the direction that he thought the company should go. Well, the parent company, those board members, they didn't push back. As a matter of fact, if you were in that meeting, you would have thought that the CEO won the argument. Never got any pushback at all. The CEO moved forward with the strategy that he voiced in the meeting. They basically let him have the point. Seems like they had conceded. Well, I'll tell you what, one day I happened to be coming into the office, and I noticed that two people that worked for me were in a conference with the legal team, or at least two people from legal. And I thought, okay, why are they talking to my people? What's going on? Why are they talking to legal? So I go in and they said, okay, hey, yeah, we're glad you're here. We have a situation and we need you to keep this very quiet. And I said, okay, well, what is it? Well, we're bringing in a new CEO. No one knows it, not even the CEO or the C-suite. He's already been hired. I mean, I was floored when I heard this. We need you to create credentials, do everything that you would do if you had a new hire coming in, but you can't tell anybody. And we're going to set up an office for him on a floor that we own, but it's unoccupied. This was 6 weeks before that person was terminated. So I had to hold that and not tell anyone beyond that small group. We're all sworn to secrecy on this, NDA signed, the whole nine. The Friday before the CEO was to be terminated, I remember we had a town hall, and that CEO was talking about all of the wins that the company had had and the record profits that they had made, and talking about the future and what they were going to do next year. And I'm sitting there in that town hall and I'm going, you're not going to be here next year. As a matter of fact, you're not even going to be here after Monday. Because that owner or the owners of that parent company, they knew their power, they knew their authority, they were not going to argue. And they didn't care how much money that CEO had made for them. He had crossed the Rubicon as far as they were concerned when it comes to their authority and his position in the hierarchy. Well, come Monday morning, 9 o'clock, the announcement comes down from the chairman of the board of the parent company, thanking that very same CEO for his services and that he was departing the company, and they thanked him for everything that he had done and wished him well in all of his future endeavors. So as you can imagine, the shock that rang out throughout the C-suite and throughout the company. Well, of course, I had already known. Now, to add insult to injury, the CEO had been speaking and consulting with the person who was going to replace him because he thought he was talking to a consultant. But the whole time, he had been basically setting up the person who was going to succeed him for the previous 6 weeks. Now, that is how authority moves. They didn't argue with him. They did things very quiet, discretion, and then they made their move. That's how we should move. Whenever we are in a situation and it's not going to help us to argue that point on the side of the road or in the moment, get your documentation. Pull all of your information and intelligence together. And then make your move in the background. Do it quietly. Don't put yourself in a position to where they can flip that and turn it against you for an obstruction charge or some sort of resisting charge. Don't do that. We don't have to announce our move to anyone. Move with a purpose and move quietly and intentionally. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you all today. Our voice is very powerful. Our influence is very powerful, but I need you to wield it with responsibility and with purpose and intention. And most importantly, do it discreetly. All right, you all take care. Be blessed, man. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to hit the button. Enjoy your day.